Hi guys, welcome back to all of you to the CardyGolf YouTube channel. Gloomy old day in Suffolk today, so I'm in the comfort of the office where I want to talk to you a little bit about goal setting and goals. Now, goals are something that I've made quite a big part of my life this year. It's the first time I've really set proper goals, and when I mean setting proper goals, I mean setting goals properly. And I've already started to notice quite a benefit, so that's something I wanted to share with you. More than anything, share with you how to set better goals. I'm going to try and make it as goal specific as possible, but actually, do you know what, if you're not a golfer, you get value from watching this video anyway. So I think most people have goals, things they want to achieve over a certain period, but having goals and actually setting goals, for me, are two completely different things. Not just setting goals, but how we set the goals, for me, have a huge bearing on whether you achieve them or not. Some people probably don't even set goals at all, but to actually reach your potential in anything, I think you have got to have something to strive to. That's just my opinion. And you know, I don't kind of live in a fairy tale land. I know a lot of people are going to watch this and do absolutely nothing about it, but if one person watches this video and decides to A, set goals, but B, set goals slightly different to how they were already, then I think they're going to have a lot better chance of achieving them, and that will make me very, very happy. So first things first, and it seems really obvious, set goals that motivate you. Set goals that is something you really, really want to achieve. So you're going to have that drive to do it, and you're going to enjoy trying to achieve that goal. So I'm going to assume most people watching this are golfers. So, you know, you might say, I want to have a handicap of. You know, that is going to motivate you because it's something you desperately want. A handicap you can be proud of, a handicap you can share with people when you get to the golf course, your handicap you can take down the pub with you when people ask you what your handicap is. Your goal might be to get to the point where you can play a full round of golf on a golf course, maybe because you've never done it before. Maybe your goal might be to play a round of golf on a golf course again because you've been ill or unfit for a period of time. Your goal might be to win your first monthly Stableford at your club. Your goal might be to win the Open. Just make it a goal that is going to motivate you to achieve it. Super important, this next bit. A lot of you may have heard of making your goals smart, and by smart I don't necessarily mean clever, well I do, but by smart I actually mean the acronym, let me try that again. By smart I actually mean the acronym SMART, S-M-A-R-T. And that basically means your goals should be specific, your goals should be measurable, your goals should be attainable, they should be relevant, and they should be time bound. Okay, so let's try and make it goal specific and work off that. So, a specific goal. I don't want to just lower my handicap, okay? So I don't want people saying, oh, my goal is to get my handicap a bit lower. Their goal should be, you know, if you want to get your handicap down to 9, you want to get single figures, I want to achieve a 9 handicap. That's a specific goal. The measurable thing, actually, if you do make a handicap-based goal that is measurable, because you can see it going down, so that's quite a good thing in golf. Goals generally can be pretty well measured, so make it measurable. Make your goal attainable. So I don't need to tell you that if you started playing golf this year, you're probably not going to qualify to play in the Ryder Cup team in the summer. At the same time, it's highly unlikely that you're going to even just get to single figures in your first year. I'm not saying it's never happened or it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely. So what you don't want to do is set goals that are too far away and become demotivated when you don't achieve them. At the same time as that, I don't think you should really make the goals, you know, the complete opposite. You know, if you actually play off, say 15 at the moment, but you've got a tremendous potential, I don't want you to say I want to get to 14.4. You know, and if you've got potential to win 6 tournaments this year, you know, don't set yourself a target of coming top 10 in 1, because you still do want to push yourself at the same time as not making goals that are completely unattainable. You know, just while I'm talking on it, without going off completely on a tangent, you must have friends or a pro that you work with. Potentially you might work with a PGA pro, and he or she can help you with your goal setting and suggest goals that are more attainable or less modest, should we say. I asked most of my students to come to me with my goals at the start of this year or towards the end of last year, their goals for 2020, and I told most of them that they can aim higher than lower. I think people are kind of naturally modest in most cases. I know a lot of people are not naturally modest at all. Relevant. All right, so how could you make a goal not relevant? Let's just say your goal is to win the English Amateur, but you're actually emigrating to Australia next week and you're not planning on coming back all year. That would be an irrelevant goal. And again, another example of why I should plan these, because that was such a poor example, but an example nonetheless. So make your goals time bound, okay? So if you want to achieve something, I want to achieve that handicap by October. That's important because when goals are time bound, people work more efficiently and more effectively. People work slightly harder when they've got a deadline. I was listening to a podcast the other day all about mindset and goal setting, and the chap on there who's really, really good was basically saying if you have a goal, you've got a 10% chance of achieving it. And if you write that goal down, that 10% goes to 20%. All right. And he was basically saying, don't just write down, I want to achieve this. Write down, I am going to achieve this. So you go from 10% to 20% just by writing it down. That percentage then doubles again if you tell someone, and then goes up to 60% if you tell someone that can help you do it. So if you have a SMART goal, a goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time bound, and you take that goal to someone that can help you do it, you write it down, you give it to someone that can help you do it. For example, your goal of becoming a 9 handicapper and taking that to your golf pro and saying, this is what I want, you have gone from having a 10% chance of achieving your goal to a 60% chance of achieving your goal. Now that sounds great. I must add, I've got no scientific evidence to back that up. It's just what I heard. But you obviously believe things a lot of the time that you want to believe, and you should never let the truth get in the way of a good story. And to me, that makes sense. So I've taken it on, and I believe that genuinely. So just to summarise, for me, goal setting isn't just having something in your mind that you want to achieve. It is actually setting a goal. It's not just wanting something to happen, it is putting plans in place for it to happen. And unless you set them and follow the kind of the criteria that I've kind of like thrown together for the sake of this video, they're going to be really tricky to achieve. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a mind coach. There are people far better qualified to do this video than me. But still, like I say, if my slapdash way of doing it can help one person set better goals and therefore achieve them, then I'm a pretty happy chap. Guys, I'd love for you to comment below what your goals are for 2020. I'd also love for you to keep me posted with how they're getting on throughout the year and throughout the golfing season. I'd also love for you to tell everybody else to do exactly the same thing and get them over to watch this video, because I definitely think it could help you and them. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, then please do so. There's loads more content similar to this coming up in the pipeline in the future. Have a brilliant week. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me at CardyGolf on all other social media, and I'll see you next week.